What's going on, YouTube? Yes, the Miami Dolphins, they defeated the Buffalo Bills 21-19. Um, don't know if many of you guys actually checked out the game, but um, as the time was running off the clock, Isaiah McKenzie tried to extend the play without going out of bounds. I think he caught the ball at 13 seconds, tried to turn up the field to get some more yardage. He got chopped down with 9 seconds left. As he was racing over to throw the ball to the referee, the referee had to get the ball set, which I think what the whole 9 seconds around the clock. By the time he actually put the ball was supposed to be at, the time had ran out. Went to 1-0. Miami Dolphins defeated the Buffalo Bills by a final score of 21-19. Josh Allen himself was at best really good today. He did a lot of short intermediate routes based on the zero blitz coverage that the Dolphins presented. However, the two touchdowns he did throw was off of busted coverages from the zero blitz. Isaiah McKenzie caught one, and Singletary caught the other one. But the defense as a whole has to get it together. The zero blitz got to go. It can't be a situation where teams know it's coming and they can literally pick and choose who they want to hit. That's out the backfield or coming across the formation to score. It's getting pretty frustrating when you see your offense sitting on the sideline for 30-something minutes or 28 minutes in the second half, and they can't even contribute to the game. Not to mention the first half, the first two drives by Buffalo were both over 7 minutes long, which means that the defense was not even getting off the field on third down. The tackling sucks. Just calling a spade, the tackling sucks. However, they kept him out of the end zone in the second half. They only gave him a field goal. And then the dumbass punter kicked the ball into the back of his protector's ass, and that gave him a safety. So technically, they gave up 5 points in the second half, and they scored the only touchdown in the second half. Thanks to my boy Tua Tagovailoa, who darted a pass into Craycraft from I think 10 yards out to put them ahead 21-14 or 21-17. So, the numbers: Tua was 13 of 18, 186 yards, a touchdown, had a passer rating of 123.4. Waddle had 5 catches, 103 yards. Hill he had 2 for 33. Raheem Moisture and Morstead and Chase Edmond headed the running back department. I think combined they got like 60 yards on the ground. But this game basically came down to the defense. Josh Allen threw for damn near 400 yards in that game. However, when you go back and look at the film, he didn't throw nothing deep for real. It was mainly over the middle, broken tackles that people couldn't bring the guys down. They got, yacked. They picked up decent yards after that. The same could be said for Buffalo's defense because I think Tua in the offense picked up a few yak plays. But the defining drive of this game was that possession where Tua in the offense had to go down the field to give the Dolphins a lead. First down, they threw it to Hill. They got a flag for illegal, man downfield, which is I think they called it on Little. Then the second down, Tua took a sack. On 3rd and 22. Tua drops back. They give him time. I think they send two. Maybe if I'm not mistaken, I think they might have sent three. Tua goes down the field 45 yards to Jalen Waddle between the two safeties, Johnson and I forgot the safety's name, but between them two, he hits Waddle basically right over the defense, who ran a deep post route. Hit him. He got tackled at the 5-yard line. Then from there, Chase Edmonds cashed in to give them their third touchdown of the game. Now, I highlighted that drive because before that, Tua had threw a potential interception that got dropped, and then they called their offense for, I think it was holding or something like that. Yeah, I think it was holding. So after that, people were kind of iffy about, if he could actually deliver this victory to the team. Now, to his credit, to his credit, he did exactly that. He stayed poised. He stayed in control. I did the end of the first half when he took that hit. The offense kind of sputtered because Teddy Bridgewater is trash. The dude came in there with an attitude, a jacked up attitude of that. He threw the ball based into the ground with Tyreek Hill. He took a sack out the standing like a statue in the pocket on purpose. And then on third down, he basically threw the ball on the ground again. 3 and out for the offense, and he got off the field. Now, the second half, they were saying that Teddy might be starting. I was like, please, God, just let it be. Just let Tua pass the protocol, the concussion protocol, which he did because they allowed him to start the second half, which means he didn't have a concussion, which means that the offense functioned pretty well. Like they had a 3 and out from the opening drive, third quarter. I don't know what that drive was about. I wish McDaniel would kind of explain that one, but nonetheless, they got it together in the fourth quarter. He managed to get them a touchdown in the fourth. When it mattered most, he came through. To me, Tua is a franchise quarterback. You asking this kid to deliver, and what is he doing? What is he doing? This is the second game where he's basically brought the offense or got the offensive position to score, and they scored. He threw a critical 3rd and 22. No, Jace. He threw a first down on 3rd and 22 to get them in position to score, and they cashed it in. So it shouldn't be no more discussions about what he can and can't do. Even though people going to continue with this narrative. Even when I watch the media pundits themselves talk about the Kansas City Chiefs after witnessing what Miami had just did, they won't give the Dolphins any credit. But I'm here to tell you, the Dolphins are legit. Now, defensively, they got to clean it up. You can't just keep giving up yards and yards and yards and yards and then putting yourself in position to get strangled to death at the goal line. However, it's about scoring points, not about giving up yards. So he could do 500 yards today. He still only put up 19 points. It's about trying to get the ball in the end zone. Then the very last play that before that play that led to the time running out, the 4th and goal play, he underthrew McKenzie when he had him in the end zone because he had clearly beat Nick Needham. But he short-armed it. It fell to the turf. Nothing won't get talked about that, but let that have been Tua. Let him short-arm a pass. That's going to be one of the highlight plays they show, him short-arming a potential touchdown pass. It won't get shown with Josh Allen because it's not the narrative being pushed. But the Dolphins are legit now. They should literally be respected in this league. They should be respected. It shouldn't be a case where they should be overlooked or have more teams talked about than what they were able to do. Because the first 2 weeks of the season, the Bills were blowing out. They blew out the Rams, and then they made lunch meat out of the Titans. And then they came down to Miami. Yeah, the conditions were bad. Yeah, they were having people hurt, knocking out and stuff like that. But you're talking about the Buffalo Bills, who had ran through teams left and right the first 2 games, and they come down to Miami and put up 19 points. Now, I know the offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey, is going to be pissed off because what McKenzie did was indicative to what happened to Dallas last season when the time ran out on Dak Prescott, even after they were attempting to try to get something on the board. But to the Dolphins' credit, they got the dub today. They're 3-0. They got first place in the AFC East. And we'll have a short turnaround because Thursday night we play the Cincinnati Bengals. Please, please, please hit me with your comments and let me know what you guys think. How did you feel about Tua's performance? How did you feel about the defense overall? And what did you think about Josh Allen? And by the way, there's a class act at the end of the game. You see what Tua did? Put his arms around the kid, let him know he's still a great player because he is. And, Tua goes home with the victory like the team does. But they have a lot of work to do because Joe Burrow found his groove again against the Jets. So, I like to kind of see Miami keep it close to the Bengals and pull out that one too. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, peace.